Yes, we are.
We're live after technical difficulties.
But
What?
we're here.
We're here.
Let me click all the screens.
Click all the screens.
Click all the screens.
All the screens.
Get them all on the
Gotta catch 'em all.
Catch 'em all.
Actually think
Out in the basement.
my
Basement.
Roll20 capture is slightly off.
Oh no.
No, what's it doing, Precious? I don't even know.
Maybe I can straighten up my camera a bit. There you go.
Blech. Okay. Let me fix that. Whoa, dice.
Everywhere.
Dice.
Damn. Look at all those 20s.
There you go.
Look at all those 20s.
Look at all those ones.
You just purged out the criticals there.
I fixed it. Yay.
I feel the need to point out these rolls are below average.
Excellent.
That one was above average.
The average for a d20 is 10.5. Damn it, this is above average. You're correct.
Exactamundo.
D&D time dispensable once everyone's in the D&D mode.
Yeah, we prepared the technicalities. Now we're scrambling to get ourselves
Oh my, look at this. The
Going
game
rats.
can roll d100s.
in that basement.
That is actually amazing.
Yeah, because there is a D100 system.
I know, but I didn't know the game could do that. That's awesome.
So it rolls a D100 for 10s and then a D10
Yeah.
for single.
One for each digit.
Nice.
You?
Very cool.
The
Neato.
program is also suitable to play Dark Heresy, which is a Warhammer 40k RPG with a D100 system.
Oh my. That's a lot of hundreds.
Can I roll a D17?
Yes.
I think so.
I don't.
Let me know if the other guys are a little bit loud, because now I'm looking at my sound
Little bit
stats
loud.
and
Little bit loud.
a little
Doesn't
bit
like the
loud.
dice animation though.
Top right looks so much. That would be Melgar. Well, Daydreamer actually. No, the white giant is in the game still in white, of course.
Yeah.
Sound is perfect. Awesome. I don't hear that a lot on my stream. That makes me happy.
Cool.
Cool.
So, who wants to kick off what happened last time?
I don't remember.
I remember that we're at the harbor or the dock.
And we are being followed. We are being shadowed. And we are in search for the guy who wants
Oh,
the
we
bread.
were about to murder the dockmaster, weren't we?
Last time we started with fighting
level,
the
right?
dogs and the guys in the
Almost.
alleyway, where we saved the girl that happened to be the girl we were looking for. Amelia, I think her name.
I think not.
Illuminati confirmed. Aye, Nico, belay that! Let's purge the poison. We can't have that. No rat poison! Go away with that. I'm glad to see you, Nico. It's all good. But no rat, we are the rats in the basement, so don't poison us.
Dreamer a boost.
So, okay, without. What was I talking about? Yes. Melgar tried to tame a dog. Succeeded to tame a dog, I believe.
In the end.
Sorta.
So, no, actually pretty well, I think. We took the dog all the way through the city with us to the bakery of Amelia. And I found out that it was ransacked. And there was a note telling Amelia about a very high debt. I don't remember the number.
10,000 gold pieces.
10,000 gold pieces. And
Or
she,
1,000 platinum pieces, whichever you prefer.
if she would meet up with this guy named Eduardo at the docks to discuss this debt. She seemed extremely reluctant to go, I believe she did. And she sent us instead to go see this Eduardo about the debt. And we tried very many times to get Amelia just leave the city and make a new life somewhere else, because she seems to be in quite a lot of trouble. But she refuses, because her life is there, the bakery of her father is there, and she seems very sentimental about that.
Well, what's left of it?
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah, it got ransacked, so the building's still there.
For now, until you burn down the place. That was the plan, right?
I don't know what your plans are.
Well, that was a plan.
Yeah, that was a plan that we thought about.
Well, I think it was an idea, not so much a plan. Maybe a plan of some people, but we're not really in it as a party, if that's the case, because my character has no idea.
Yep, and last time I described you arrived at the docks, that's where we stopped basically. And I described the docks as being a busy place, lots of commerce going on, lots of people talking. And the one thing that really, was really obviously weird about the place, quote unquote weird, was that during your travels in the cities, you have seen like a dragonborn here and there on the streets, like the normal, like all the races are represented in this city, and you know the dragonborn are like just wandering around. But once at the docks, you see no dragonborn whatsoever walking around there. So that's kind of an obvious thing that you would spot. As a character, like in the city, you see all these dragonborn walking around, and all of a sudden on the docks, it's like, oh, dragonborn.
Alduin has appeared.
Well,
Just killing the
obviously, if you look
dragonborn.
into the city, you still see dragonborn walking around. They're just not around the dock area.
Can they
And,
not swim? That
yeah.
would make sense.
Other than that, it's a busy dock, and trade is being done. The usual goods are exchanged. Ships are unloaded or loaded up. You know.
And
There's
I
nothing
remember
unusual other than
there were quite a few minotaurs there.
yes, that too.
So that's, yeah. That is curious information, but no idea what to do with it yet.
Oh, we wouldn't want to start a giant fight or anything.
A fight? With
Yeah,
who?
The dockmaster or Eduardo who were meeting.
Oh, yeah, he was he the Dockmaster? I don't remember. He was a very powerful guy, wasn't he?
A silly name.
Eduardo!
The Duck Master. Anyways,
But yeah, there you stand.
I look for the Duck Master.
Dog!
old man
Not dog!
with drums.
You see a man walking around with a big neon sign that says Darkmaster above it.
Excellent. I approach him.
Excellent. Of course not.
I take it there are a lot of wealthy dressed people and poor dressed people at the same time?
Yep, and the poor dressed people are mostly loading and unloading the ships, and the wealthy people are mostly talking to each other and exchanging pouches or writing down stuff. Or
That ain't gonna help.
I hear a roll.
Oh, never mind me. Just getting this out of the way. I learn from experience.
You
And
do it
the
with
people on
alarm.
stream now see pickpocketed or ambushed 20.
Yes. You go into an alarmed sort of state, going like, no one's speaking now.
Amalware actually typed rolling d20 plus 7 perception to not be pickpocketed or ambushed, although the stream
Yes.
says pickpocketed or ambushed.
Yes.
You
No
have to
one is
increase the
picking
size
his
of that
pocket.
window. Show them more of the thing, so they can see all the interesting things we type.
There's no room. Clutterage.
There's loads of room. Anyways.
Nice going, Kyle.
Point taken. Point taken.
This is a rather large, if you can even call it a city.
Yeah.
I assume that the dock is also
Yep.
just massive.
If you see the map, like, well, I haven't drawn it further north, but obviously there's some further north, and along that entire coast there's like dock space. There's also little quiet, how do you call that? Little quiet spots. It's not all ship. Obviously they have spots on the docks where like people can sit down and relax and stuff like that, and enjoy the view. There are some like small huts around the dock as well that like sell food and drinks and like have like these little terraces where people can sit down and enjoy the view. But most of it is ships and you know, busy activity.
Warehouses and boats.
Yep, and it extends as far as you can see because you can't see a few days into the distance.
Oh god.
Well, I would assume that this dockmaster would be at a dock office somewhere.
Probably the busiest part of the dock.
I don't know about that. But I'm sure that someone here will know what we're looking for because we are,
Just ask.
yeah, we're not from around these parts.
Yeah, that's an understatement, really.
And I vote that Anna asks.
Surprise. So just ask for Eduardo. Did we get a last name? Or should I just say Dogmaster Eduardo?
You didn't
Just
get
say
a last,
Eduardo.
That was two people at the same time.
no, you didn't get a last name.
Okay.
Last name.
Maybe Eduardo is a very common name. I don't know. I'll just say Dogmaster Eduardo.
Just yell Eduardo and all the Minotaurs are like, what?
Who is this mad woman? Alright. Anna, with her now very peculiar looking eyes, goes to the nearest person that passes by that is in rich clothing.
You see two people in rich clothing in a sort of quiet discussion, and
I can smell the smug already.
one of them holds a pouch and the other holds like this. It's not a clipboard because that's not what they had those days, but you know, the same, a wooden plank where they had like a paper on it, so it has a surface to write on.
Clipboard.
And yeah, he's the one with the writing stuff is listening very intently, and he's like writing down stuff. The one with the pouch is telling him, and as you come closer, you hear him like listing goods, like 5 bottles of wine and this and this and this and stuff like that.
As I come, I'm very near. I clear my throat politely, not like, but it's like.
They like one of them like raises one eyebrow, which I can't do. But, like, Yes,
If I can have a small moment of your time,
of course, milady.
I'm looking for Dockmaster Eduardo.
Ah, the harbor master.
Harbor Master, Dockmaster. Yes, I'm afraid I'm not familiar with the terminology.
Ah, not from around these parts? Maybe from Eastern Provincia?
Not around boats, really, and ships. Not a naval person.
Interesting. And what does someone who isn't around ships, what brings you here to these docks?
That is my own business, really. No offense.
They like look at each other and like a smile appears. Yes, you're in luck. The harbor master is around these parts of the docks for a few days. I would suggest searching around the ships, the area where the ships are actually docked. I believe he was checking on some goods whether they have arrived correctly. So the ships that get unloaded over there should be a good
Over
place to
there.
start.
Over there.
Over there.
How can I recognize him?
They like smile and like chuckle and he's the only dragonborn around these parts.
That will be very clear. Thank you. Good day.
Good day,
Did you
madam.
kill all the others?
And they make like a polite curtsy.
Anna does not curtsy back. She just smiles friendly and walks back to the others. Well, over at the docked ships over there, we have to look for the only dragonborn on the harbor. That sounds like the easy part of this quest.
Agree.
Shall we?
Perception a dragonborn.
Perception, that dragonborn.
So perception, a dragonborn.
You perception well, my friend.
You see no dragonborn. You are clear that you don't see any dragonborn around the parts where you're standing now.
I wonder if we get extra vision if we roll a crit. He's in that boat.
A dragonborn.
In the
suddenly
far off
appears.
distance, you hear a Fusroda.
Over there. Even Anna will be able to find him that way. Anna just starts walking towards the docked ships.
Naga follows her.
We all,
Indeed.
I follow.
All right.
We shall do so. Looking for him. With our things, eyes.
Type.
Perfect.
Oh dear.
All right.
DM
You-
rolled initiative.
What? No. No.
Ambushed.
Didn't roll initiative. Alright. You guys push yourselves through the crowds, or like, you know, not push, it's not like "Rah," but it's like it's crowded, so space is limited. And I assume Juhani is still looking around to not be pickpocketed.
Yes.
Yes. And yeah, you arrive at the ships that are being unloaded, and like most of the ships, there's like a noble or a few noble clothed people from various races, like chalking down, like checking the goods that come off, and it looks like like that. And one of the ships, however, there are like 4 heavily armored people standing around like this stack of like crates and barrels and all this stuff. And behind the crates and barrels, you see a dragonborn with the same sort of clipboard listing things, writing down things. Presumably the goods that are being unloaded, as he really looks at like the people coming from the ship and then intently like looks at the stack of goods before him. And also notice that the goods being unloaded from that ship that's being done by people in armor of various colors, and not the ragtag like.
It's the Rainbow Knights.
What?
I was thinking it. Kyle says it.
What did Kyle say? Sorry, I missed that.
It's the Rainbow Knights.
Rainbow Knights. Well, not the one armor like having a lot of colors, but like every armor, or not every, but most armors have like different designs and color schemes.
So it's the
And you-
Power Rangers.
You recognize something like that. You recognize like the knights in white armor with like the red lion that you also saw at the district where you started your journey from Amelia, and another few armors that have like, for example, like yellow and black color scheme. Another district where you like went past, and that sort of stuff. Because as you may remember, the different districts have different colors on the windowsills and stuff like that. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Or that's what you see, the scene before you.
He's unpacking his ship, pretty much.
Yep.
Seems to be very, very important. Or that ship is very important. One of the
Let's
two.
steal it.
Like,
I pickpocket the ship.
you notice that this ship is like of a really large variety in comparison to the other ships, and has like these like gold how do you say that, inlaid with gold like the sides, and like this very huge statue on the front and of the back on the back this woman, and on front this man with like a trident like going forward, pointing forwards, and it's like a very elaborate ship, whilst the others are like, you know, not as elaborate.
It's an item, isn't it? I can steal it.
Just throw it in the dwarf's backpack.
I put it in my bag of holding. Yeah.
You mean your Zeppelin of holding?
A zeppelin of holding, now that would be something.
That's a badass vehicle.
But can you fly with the zeppelin of holding, or does it drop you into its bag if you stand on its deck?
You see, actually, it's dwarf powered. So you have a dwarf on board all times
Feed it,
who
dwarves.
carries the actual weight. And the dwarf is standing on one of the zeppelins completely fine. Physics.
Physics. Just physics. Yeah?
Dwarf powered Zeppelin. Anyways, I'm super down to steal this boat if anyone else is. That's just a side note.
Let's get back in a couple of dozen levels.
Your character doesn't know about levels.
I
Yeah, but I think we're
I
pretty
take
efficient.
note of this ship.
I don't know this shit.
It's sort of a medium ship, right?
It's a large ship.
Could I put it in my bag?
No,
No.
that would be quite broken.
Unless you have a bag of holding. Otherwise, no.
That would be absolutely ridiculous.
And your bag of holding should be extremely large, because even if it is a bag of holding, it should still fit around the ship, which is
So we just need like an embiggening spell. We could make the bag of holding really big for a period of time. Just put the ship inside.
I wonder what happens if you then try to get the ship out again when the bag is small.
yeah,
the
that's
ship's, like,
gonna
gets
be a
stuck.
problem.
You could maybe pull like a cannon out. Just like a bag.
Maybe put enough water into the bag so you can go like in a circle in it and like poof 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 all the cannons, you know?
Out the hole of the bag, just like, here, take this cannon, just.
And one guy just has to hold the hole. It's perfect, guys.
We will need someone in the ship too to fire
No
the
problem.
cannons.
No problem.
Sir Skellen, where are you?
Avast.
Avast! Yeah, man.
Every time you open the bag, you just hear Avast.
Avast!
What need ye?
And the ship like sails out on a wave of ghostly water with Skellen on the front going like, Avast!
Oh man, all this stuff. None of that happens though. We're just standing here staring at them unpacking the ship.
It's like the scene of a movie where you see all this epic stuff happening, and then at the end you see the image of all the characters just dumbly staring there, and the bird chirping, going like, and one's just staring there. That was the fantasy, and now back to reality.
Yes, we've been very productive. We have found Eduardo, and it only took us like 25 minutes. Awesome.
Awesome.
Anyways.
It's about the awesomeness, it's not about the productivity.
Mhm.
I say we're good for today, guys. It's a wrap.
Let us.
Well then.
Yeah, I kind of want to kill him and not talk to him, but I guess we should talk to him.
Yep.
I guess.
It's like 50-50 right now.
We can talk to him first and then make up our minds.
Yeah. Well, once again, I nominate Anna for the talking.
Yeah,
Let's
with the
get at
killing you guys do, with the talking it's only. Except when I have to lie, then it's King of Nothing time.
Yeah.
I do better butting into conversations as opposed to starting them.
Well, fair enough. And I very self-securely walks towards the Dragonborn, who stands out a little bit.
Yes.
A little bit
The
much.
humans in heavy armor that are standing around the crates turn around and approach you.
I wait till they reach me. I stop walking and wait for them to reach me.
Good day.
Good day.
What is your business?
We've come on behalf of a recipient of one of Harbor Master's Eduardo's letters.
One of them like turns around, and the other one who stands there says, "Wait here." The other turns around and goes over to Eduardo and
They're actually quite.
Are you guys standing behind or are you following me? Are you
No,
behind
that's
me
behind
or
you.
behind me?
I'm standing literally in your shadow.
Yes,
Yeah,
you
no,
can do that.
that's
Yeah.
leans forward. You see him saying something. The Dragonborn looks up from its clipboard and looks down, jots something down, throws it on one of the crates, and like this elaborate robe with like diamonds everywhere and like
It's a show off.
this how
Just
do you
saying.
say that? These God, now I forgot the word. With the designs, like this elaborate designs of like dragons and lions heads and everything on the robe, and it's like all embroidered with gold, and it's like so much bling.
In your face.
And,
I
and
have
trying
a
to
new
peacock.
goal to like throw up on this guy's robe.
he like walks forward and very slowly and very stately, and very straight up and stuff like that.
He still comes to us. Very good.
And all the while he like looks over at Anna.
And keeps a completely straight face.
And the other knight that like walks back into place. So basically you have like Anna, and then faced by two knights or two people in armor, and then in the center of those two people like Eduardo now stands. He says like he like takes off his like one glass. He has like this one glass with like this
Monocle.
necklace chain.
I think it's called, right?
Monocle.
It's called a monocle, yes.
Monocle, yeah. And he like
Not a barnacle, that's something else.
he like adjusts it, and he like looks you up and